guys, so for today we are going to be making these super adorable fun melting snowman cookies. So the things you will need for the cookies are your favorite sugar cookie mix, and the one we are using is our favorite gluten-free mix. So for that we need 1 egg and 8 tablespoons of butter. You will also need a bowl of marshmallows, and for the frosting, confection sugar, butter, and food coloring. Let's get started! Okay, so I'm just going to be following the directions on my cookie mix, and they are all probably different, so I'd recommend looking at yours. So first I'm going to take the butter and put it in my mixer to let it get soft. And next I'm going to take my egg and sugar cookie mix and add it to the butter and let it get to a good consistency. Yeah, that looks about good. So the texture should be pretty thick. You should be able to form little circles like this. So next we want to take our buttered cookie sheet and start forming the dough into circles. Okay, so I'm going to go put these in the oven for 10 minutes, and while those are cooking, we're going to prep the frosting. Okay, so I'm just using your typical butter frosting. So for our recipe, it is 1.5 cups of confection sugar for every 3 tablespoons of butter. And I'm also going to be adding just a little bit of milk and vanilla just to smooth things up a little. And now we mix it all.
Oh.
Okay guys, so we are back from that little technical difficulty. Okay, I will say one thing though, if you're making your own frosting, I would recommend either folding it in or using a hand blender or just staying on a low setting with the KitchenAid, because as you could see, when we went a little higher, things got a little crazy. Okay, so our cookies are out of the oven, cooled down, and yes, you do want to make sure your cookies are cooled before you decorate them because the frosting will run and it never turns out. For our bags of frosting, the colors that I'm using are green, blue, orange, and brown. And for the brown, I kind of just added a little cocoa into the white because that is the arms and the little face. We also have marshmallows for the heads, and for our base frosting, we just added a little bit of milk just to make it look a little runny since the snowmen are melting. So I just put all of my frosting into little sandwich bags, and what we're going to do is push all of it down to one corner of the bag, and we're just going to take our nifty little friends, the scissors, and just chop a little bit off, and it leaves a perfect little trace just like that. And something that is super important is you want to start off very small, because I have cut it too big way too many times and have to transfer the frosting into a new bag, and it is a pain. So it's always better just to start small, and if you need more, just add more. Alright, so they all have holes in them, so now on to the fun part, the decorating. Okay, so you're just going to take your liquidy frosting and just spread it not all the way to the edges, but near the edges. And then you want some areas like there just to kind of drip off the side, just because he's melting, and whenever something melts, it kind of drips. Okay, so for the heads, you're just going to take a marshmallow and cut it in half, and then just stick it in. Alright, so now we're just going to do a little decorating. So the first thing I'm going to do is a little scarf all around his head. So you're just gonna do kind of a little big blob right there, just so it kind of looks like a knot, like he tied it. And then you're just gonna have 2 little things. You can just have them straight, you can curl them a little, and there you go. He has a little scarf. For the smile, you're just gonna do your little U, the smile you always use. So 2 little dots right there. So we're just going to take our orange that we made, and we're just going to do a little dot. So just right above there. A little dot like that to make it look like a carrot. And then we'll do the arms now. So for these, you just kind of want, like, snowmen always have stick arms, so you want them to look kind of stiff. So I'm going to do, it's going to go out first, like that, just a little line, and then from down there come up and meet it, so it's kind of like that. And then at the ends we're just going to draw little fingers like that. Okay, so we have the little face, the little arms, and now we're just going to add a little few buttons. So you can really take whatever color you want. You can do green, you can do orange, you can do whatever color you want for the little buttons, but you're just gonna put 3 little dots going in between a scarf down. Alright, so here is our first little completed little guy. He is so cute. I think these are the coolest holiday cookies ever. Alrighty you guys, so these cookies were so much fun to make and they are an adorable little holiday Christmas tree. So if you guys give it a try, make sure to tag us on Instagram at the Skorys. And don't forget, we are posting all new videos all this month and they are so much fun and so funny, so make sure you subscribe and join us for the fun. And if you guys like this little fun holiday treat, make sure you share us on Facebook so your friends can make these little treats too.